Got a CGC 10 book submission that I thought was almost lost. UPS was supposed to be delivered 4 days ago, but no issues really, just misrouted and finally made itself to me. So I'm gonna get to it. Okay. All right. Astonishing Ant-Man number 10, the variant edition, and it looks like they've upgraded the plastic that they send them in. This thing is pretty thick. All right. I found this in the basement of a comic shop in Amsterdam. I actually found multiple copies at the time. Wasn't sure about how many to grab, and I handed one over to my buddy who was hunting with me. So a couple were left behind, to my regret at this point. Anyway, this received the 9.8. Yep, I was really hoping for the 9.8 on this one. It looked solid. It really did. Let's go here. Okay, Blade number 1 white variant. This is the second book I've submitted on my rapid fire. That one already came back as well. That was a few months ago, probably about April when I posted that video. And so that book was a 9.8. I've got one more pending, and I actually sold the last raw copy on eBay recently. It wasn't, in my opinion, CGC worthy. But to my surprise, this actually received the 9.8. So I now own 2 of the 4 9.8s in the world, and we'll see what the next one comes in at. I don't think that one will come in at 9.8, and I'm actually hoping for a 9.4 on that one. But so now I have 2. I thought it'd be a lot easier to move these. I've already tried listing my first copy a couple times on eBay, and it didn't go anywhere. Priced it below what the last one it sold for, and it still didn't get any bites. Okay, Daredevil number 10. These have cooled off so much. Still a fantastic cover. I can only imagine what this would be going for if this was her first appearance, since Echo's on the cover. Okay, so second one submitted, second one back. This one got a 9.8 as well. Pretty happy about that. I'm going to hold on to that and the other one that I recently got graded. The prices have just dropped so much, so I'm hoping that once the show comes out, it'll be a hit, and then prices will climb up. So Daredevil 11, submitted it. Again, this looked really, in my opinion, really, really good, along with this number 10. Also got the 9.8. So I actually now have a complete set of 9.8 for issues 9, 10, and 11. And I still have a couple more raw copies, I believe. At least one more. But again, these have dropped so much. I'll be holding on to that for a minute. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that's 4 books. Alright. 4 books down. Alright, Marvel Boy, number 1. Is that some scuffing there, maybe? Just a little bit. I found this in a dollar bin. Well, I'm sorry, Euro bin at my honey hole in Stuttgart, Germany. So these were going for 300 plus for a minute last year. So I submitted it. These things take some time. There's a little bit of scuffing there, maybe. Prices have dropped, but still got the 9.8. I thought this was pretty much flawless as well. So sent that in, got the 9.8. Don't know what to do just yet, but if somebody starts speculating on that again, well, then I'll dump it off. But I did the huge no-no. I don't know what I was thinking, but I submitted 2 Marvel Boy number 1s in the same batch. Some folks have not had the results they wanted by doing so. I don't know what I was thinking, but I got lucky. So 2 9.8 Marvel Boy number 1s. Maybe I will let one go now, even though prices have dropped, to try and recoup some of the funds it took to get these graded. So 2 Marvel Boy number 1s, a little bit of luck. All right, Captain Marvel number 16, first appearance of Quasar Phyla-Vell. I found 4 total copies of these in the back issue bins that I hunted at, and this one was in the best shape. So I gave it a shot, and it came back a 9.8, so I'm pretty happy about that. Unlike the issue number 15, the issue number 17 that got the 9.6, I'm still undecided as to what I want to do with that one, but this would make a good companion piece to that. On the 17, I could still see the fingerprint bend, which was right around here. So again, no grader's notes, but I could see the bend, and so I have the decision to make. I'd rather make it sooner rather than later. But a 9.8 in that one would have been more optimal. People sort of gravitate to that one a bit more, but this is her first appearance via cameo on the last page, Phyla-Vell. Okay. All right, we're getting there. So far, so good. Oh yeah. Ares number 1. I don't know why they didn't include this. Is the first appearance of Alexander. I think he's Phobos now. But I bought 12 or so copies, and here's the latest one I bought because this one here was taking so long. And this copy, out of the 12 copies that I bought, I bought 5 full sets in one shot from one seller at one time. He had them for $10 a pop, and he had listed them, and I just bought them all. Because I really wanted a 9.8 in this one, and this one had, this will be issue number 12 that I bought, but out of the 11 at the time, this one was the only one that I thought had a chance at the 9.8. And so I believe there are only 3 9.8s in the census. I'll have to recheck. But this is a PC book all the way. This will never leave my collection. Just a fantastic cover. It obviously it made the 9.8, but I'm very happy about it. It looks like it's not settled. Yeah, okay, that makes me unhappy, but it's a 9.8 nonetheless. So I'll see what I can do about that, and if I gotta send it back. Okay, that might have settled it a bit. CGC quality control. Wow. Yeah, but anyway, I got the 9.8. I believe, again, only 3 in the entire world right now, in the census. That's a spec book, by the way, so I don't regret buying the other 11 copies because I still believe, now that Hercules is in the MCU, Ares is going to follow. So Thor 129, I got a couple copies of that. This will be the next go-to book. It's the most affordable currently. So, okay. This is Moon Knight number 3 from the current series, Hunter's Moon. The label doesn't say first appearance of Hunter's Moon. I still believe issue number 1, even though it was at the end and he was in story, Dr. Bader. But this has him on the cover, Hunter's Moon. This came at a 9.8. I was just trying to really plus up the submission. I was trying to get a little aggressive on the submissions. They've dropped a bit. They've held steady, but this is a long-term hold. I have another 3 or 4 raw copies. Let me see. I need to make sure I do a good job of inspecting because I had the one box that came in blown up. So that one's in good shape. Okay. Alright, this is the last book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I've been a bit bullish on this comic. Captain America 253, first appearance of Union Jack number 3, Joey Chapman. So if you read the story, he doesn't take up the costume until the next issue. So anything can happen. This, just like the Ares book, I've online, finding them in the back issue bins, I've got at least 7 or 8 copies. This was the best of the bunch. But it only came in a 9.2 with with no graders notes, I really felt this deserved the 9.4. Looking at it now, like there's absolutely nothing wrong with this book. That wouldn't. Well, there are a couple spine kicks, a couple of them, but that's really about it. So why I didn't get the 9.4, I don't know. I'll still be on the hunt. This might be a PC book, maybe not, but with the way things are shaping up with the Black Knight and some of that other stuff, some of the characters, Captain Britain, Blade, MI13, Pete Wisdom and those cats. We might get some MI13 action in the future in the MCU. So I've got the Invaders number 7, a couple of those, one of my previous videos in the price variant specifically, but something's telling me to go after this one as well. So we'll see on the hunt. Well, that's all I got. Later.